Today's a new day. I am old enough to remember vinyl records. Yes, I know vinyl has made an incredible comeback over the last several years. And I love seeing younger generations discover the warmth and beauty of a record spinning on a turntable. But I remember when vinyl wasn't retro. It was simply how we listened to music. Back then, every 45 RPM record had two sides. The A side was the song everyone knew. It was the hit. It was the song the radio stations played over and over. It climbed the charts, filled concert arenas, and became the soundtrack to people's lives. Then there was the B side. The B side was different. It wasn't always a chart topper. Most people never heard it unless they bought the record. Sometimes it was experimental. Sometimes it was deeply personal. Sometimes it became a hidden treasure that devoted fans loved even more than the hit song. I've been thinking lately, isn't that a lot like us? We all have an A side and a B side. Our A side is what we willingly show the world. It's our smiles, our accomplishments, our family photos, our promotions, our victories, our carefully chosen words, and the version of ourselves we hope others admire. It's polished, it's presentable, it's what we want everyone else to hear. But then there's the B side. The B side holds our fears. It carries our disappointments, regrets, doubts, failures, grief, hidden tears, unanswered prayers, and private battles that few people ever see. It's the side we often try to keep tucked away. The truth is, God isn't impressed by our A side because He already knows our B side. Before we ever spoke our first word, He knew every chapter of our story. He knows every wound we've tried to hide, every scar we've covered, every question we've been afraid to ask, every tear we've cried when no one else was watching. And here's the beautiful part. He doesn't love us in spite of our B side. He loves us completely, including our B side. Jesus never looked for perfect people. He sought broken people. He welcomed doubters. He embraced outcasts. He forgave failures. He restored those who thought their story was over. While society often rewards polished appearances, Jesus specializes in transformed hearts. The Apostle Paul understood this when he wrote that God's power is made perfect in weakness. Our weaknesses are not obstacles to God's grace. They are often the very places where His grace shines brightest. Perhaps that's why some of the most powerful testimonies aren't found on someone's A side. They're found on the B side. The addiction that Jesus broke, the marriage He restored, the depression He carried someone through, the cancer battle that strengthened faith, the years of wandering before coming home, the loss that deepened trust, the miracle that was born from unimaginable pain. Those are the songs that reveal God's faithfulness. Maybe you've spent years trying to hide your B side. Maybe you're afraid that if people knew your struggles, they would think less of you. But Jesus already knows, and He still calls you His beloved. In fact, He can use the very chapters you're most tempted to hide to encourage someone who is walking through a similar valley. The enemy whispers, "Hide your B side." Jesus says, "Let me redeem it." The enemy says, "You're defined by your failures." Jesus says, "You're defined by my grace." The enemy wants us to pretend. Jesus invites us to be transformed. Maybe it's time to stop living only from our A side. Maybe it's time to let God's grace rewrite the song on our B side. Because sometimes the most beautiful music isn't the song everyone knows. It's the one written in the quiet places where God met us in our brokenness, carried us through the storm, and turned our pain into a testimony. After all, the greatest story ever told wasn't about people who had everything together. It was about a Savior who came for people whose records had been scratched, whose hearts had been broken, and whose lives needed redemption. And because of Jesus, even our B side can become a song of hope, reflection. What's on your B side today? Whatever it is,
Don't hide it from the one who already knows every note. Bring it to Jesus, he is the master redeemer. And he has a way of taking the songs we thought would never be heard and turning them into testimonies that point others to his love, grace, and saving power. Sometimes the song God uses most isn't the one the world applauds. It's the one that reveals his amazing grace.